What is going on, Ada Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central. My name is Fareed, and in today's video, I want to touch on some of the recent development that we've seen coming across the board by the Foreon project. Now, if it's your first time hearing about Foreon, they're going to be a predictions market building on Cardano. So if you're looking to maybe put your money where your mouth is with respect to business, crypto, sports, politics, science, and even pop culture, this platform will give you the opportunity to do so. Now, as a part of today's video, what I want to do is jump into some of the recent development, and then I want to jump into a brand new announcement surrounding their ISPO. So let's quickly just jump over to their website. If you guys have not checked it out, it is available right now at Foreon.network. And I also recently had an interview with Sven, who is going to be the CEO of this project. So if you guys want to find out more about what Foreon is bringing to this network, and again, they do have some plans of potentially going multi-chain when the time is right, then make sure to go ahead and check out that interview with myself and Sven. Now, that said, as a part of the interview, we break down what Foreon is, some of the security measures, and some of the benefits and use cases of their platform. Now, we are going to be jumping back over onto their website in a minute, just take a look at their official tokenomics. But in order to use this platform, it'll be as simple as going ahead and making a deposit, making a trade, and then potentially profiting depending on whether your prediction is right or wrong. Now, before I get ahead of myself, let's quickly jump into some of their developmental progress. Again, touching on that first, and then we're going to jump into some updates surrounding their ISPO. So if I jump over into the official Medium website for this project, we have the 4th edition of their network development update. If you guys are not already following them on Medium, I recommend you guys go ahead and do so. As always, I've kind of highlighted some of the key pieces of information that I found to be helpful in order to save you guys a little bit of time. So I'm going to jump right on in, and this is basically some of the updates that have already been completed. And then towards the very bottom, we're going to jump into some of the things that we can expect for the team to be working on in the next couple of weeks and coming months. So they have now gone ahead and added a comprehensive explanation regarding the market's share price formula, which is going to be available to the community. They've also gone ahead and updated their mock server, which is officially set up in order to provide an interface with dummy data. They've also upgraded or implemented some off-chain Lucid code in TypeScript, which is now in development for creating transactions. So it sounds like they're still at the very early stages. I'm not a Web3 developer. I do understand development generally speaking, but to me, because of the servers and some of the mock data, it sounds like they're at the very early stages of getting things up and going for a potential testnet. Again, in my interview with Sven, he did touch on the fact that they would like to get the community's weigh in and the community's opinion as they begin to build out. And they really want to give the community the ability to kind of guide how this platform is developed. Again, one of its first of its kind here on the Cardano network. If I scroll down, some of the things that the team is currently working on include endpoints for the claim operation. And I assume that that's going to be what happens whenever you win or whenever you're on the positive side of a prediction. Right below that, they're also working on the off-chain code for their claims, as well as a script for testing the flow of a question. Now, the question I think will be the actual prediction. So whatever it is that you're wanting to predict on, again, whether it is something related to politics, sporting events, anything basically that you can think of, you can then create a question for. And as long as there is a market and enough liquidity, you can actually go ahead and have a prediction take place using your particular question. The very last thing is going to be that they're also working on setting up a database for storing question information and updating it as new questions emerge. So that's going to be it for the first portion of today's video, quickly touching on some of the developmental progress that this team has made. The next thing, and probably the biggest thing I want to touch on as a part of today's video, is going to be surrounding their Foreon ISPO, which was just announced about 2 or 3 days ago. So I want to jump into, touching on the ticker, the ISPO bonus, and everything you basically need to know in order to participate in their ISPO. So I'll leave the link to their official Twitter down below, but this is going to be breaking down everything that we need to know, again, in order to prepare and get ready for their ISPO. So it reads here, Foreon Networks, ISPO, kicks off on epoch number 433, and you can start staking your ADA now in order to participate in the very first screenshot and to start accumulating their governance token, or the FRN token. Now, at the end of this article here, I will touch on a bonus. And so if you are able to get in here early, you will have an additional bonus. And then if you hold one of their Foreon NFT bonds, which gives you the right to, I believe it's about 12,500 of the Foreon tokens, then you'll also be eligible for an additional bonus. So stick around and I'll be touching on that here in just a minute. Now, as a part of the ISPO, they will be running their own stake pool, and that particular stake pool ticker will be ticker FRN. I'll leave the link to the official stake pool and their pool ID down below in today's video description. And then with respect to the ISPO, they will have a pool margin of 99%. So this means that 99% of the ADA rewards that would generally go back to delegators will be going back over to the Foreon team to support their development. And then on top of that, the Foreon team in exchange will be giving away their token to investors, again, through the ISPO. Keep in mind that this is a unique mechanism here that we have on Cardano that permits the supporting of projects without having to lose any of your hard-earned ADA that you currently hold, but you are basically swapping out your ADA rewards in order to earn the FRN token. One thing to keep in mind is that the 2.5 million FRN tokens is actually going to be 25% of the total supply. So quite a hefty amount here going towards an ISPO, or going towards the community who join within their ISPO, which is actually a pretty good thing, right? Because that means that they're spreading out the tokens to the community instead of keeping them, number one, for the team, or for any other portion of their tokenomics that might be over allocated. It's always, I think, a good thing for an ISPO to have a lot more tokens than less. And so again, keep in mind that they will be giving away 25% of their token. Now, when it comes to their reward formula, we can expect one Foreon token for every 2,000 ADA staked, excluding their boosted rewards per epoch, which I'll be touching on in just a moment. If I scroll down a little bit here, we jump into some of the information surrounding their boosted rewards. And so it reads, our ISPO includes a boosted reward bonus for Foreon NFT holders. And the longer you stake with the Foreon ISPO, the more of the FRN or governance token you will receive. So this means that if you hold a Foreon NFT, which I'll jump into in just a minute, they are available for trading on jpeg.store in the same wallet that you're using for the ISPO, you will be eligible to earn a bonus reward. So for example, if you stake 200,000 ADA to their ISPO and you stay there for the entire duration and you hold one of the Foreon NFTs in your wallet, you will receive a 5% bonus, including your original staking rewards. Now, one thing to note here is that if you hold multiple of the Foreon NFTs, that they will stack. So this can actually get pretty lucrative here very quickly if you hold one of these NFTs. So if you have 5 NFTs in your wallet, you'll be entitled to a 25% boost with respect to your original staking rewards. Now, if you don't hold an NFT, don't worry, there is still a bonus for you as well. And it states you that non-NFT holders who stake their entire, or who stake for the entire duration of the ISPO will also be eligible for a 20% bonus. If I jump over here into their official website and just scroll down, we have the FRN token policy ID. We have the total supply, which is going to be 10 million, so not a big amount. And then if I scroll down, we can see that for the public, there's going to be 5 million tokens available. For advisors, there's going to be 3% or 300,000. And then their vault is going to hold 1 million or 10%, with 7% going towards rewards and farming, which I imagine will be going towards dexes and liquidity provision as well. And then we have about 2 million or 20% going towards exchange listings, and then 1 million going towards the team. So let me know what you think down below. Again, these are the tokenomics for the Foreon token, and I've touched on these before, right? So if you guys again want to find out more about this information, then check out my prior videos. The very last thing I want to jump into is going to be surrounding the actual Foreon NFTs, which, as I mentioned, they had a bond offering around the month of June through July, where you're able to purchase one of their NFTs, which would allow for you to redeem 12,500 of their tokens in exchange for 10,000 ADA. Now, there's a very low supply of these NFTs, with only 109 currently available or minted on the actual jpeg.store platform. So with respect to that, we can see that the floor price is a little bit higher than what they minted for. But if you want to get access to that bonus that I mentioned earlier, then you can check this out here on jpeg.store. I believe that's going to bring me to the end here for today's video, touching on Foreon, which is going to be a predictions market building on Cardano. If you guys have any questions for me, or if you learn anything along the way, I would appreciate you if you could tap that like button. If you have a question, leave a comment down below. And if you want more information surrounding Cardano builders or Cardano projects, then consider subscribing to the Dapp Central YouTube channel. That said, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.